All right, so the first thing I want to say is Happy New Year to you guys. Happy New Year.
Likewise, my bro.
2026.
Thank you.
I know
Happy New Year's.
It's going to be a great year. And for those who don't know, my name is Elijah Rodriguez. I'm a film and music video director. Introduce these two guys here. Max Santos from the legendary bachata group, Aventura. Longtime manager, Mike La Compañia. And we're just going to get into a few things, man. You know, there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, let's do it.
So,
bueno, like, can I say something?
yeah, of course. We're going to go right into it.
Nah, but first, congratulations with your podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
Brand
you,
new,
brother.
fresh.
Yeah.
2026, it's a great year. And, we've known each other for a long time, done a few videos, but, just want to congratulate you on your new venture with this podcast. And we're here, me and Mike, you know what I'm saying?
Come a long way.
Yeah,
Let's rock and roll, my brother.
Thank you, appreciate that, my
Vamos
brother.
fluir, let's get it popping.
Yeah.
Holla.
So let's start things off like at the very beginning. You know, I know this is like a well-documented, topic, but for the people who don't know, if you could just kind of give a brief summary history of Aventura, how you guys formed, how the beginnings, the origins of Aventura.
I mean, yeah. Wow. Well, to start off, we are born and raised in the Bronx, Aventura. Me and my brother Lenny, we started, just messing around with the bass and the guitar, me with the bass, which I learned in band class, 162, 149th Street, St. Anne's, in the South Bronx, where, we played music that was, basically American music, like Yankee Doodle, the Nutcracker.
Little riddles.
Exactly, where, band class music, so I started to, read notes. But, one day, our teacher, Miss Castaner, shout out to Miss Castaner, she was like, you know what, you could take the instruments home, to the whole class.
Right.
So when I took the bass home, Lenny's like, yo, what's that? I'm like, nah, it's a bass guitar.
It's like a special
that's
privilege
cool.
she gave you that.
Yeah, because why? Oh my God. I mean, I don't know if they do that nowadays. I think they still do. But that's rare because that instrument, it has value.
Right.
So like, yo, take it home.
Right.
So when I'm there, playing with the bass, Lenny's just like looking at me. We're in the same room.
Right.
As my brother. So like, damn man, I'm gonna get a guitar, because we was into rock in those days.
And this is the Bronx, South Bronx.
Yeah, the Bronx.
Right.
South Bronx. So we was into Nirvana, Guns N' Roses, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
So I'm, jamming with the bass, but she sent, like, take so you could practice.
Right.
Take your instruments home so you could practice the song. So when you come back tomorrow, we more ready.
Right, of course.
So, but me, I wasn't practicing the songs of the school. You know what I'm saying? That Miss Castano was like, practice this song. I was like, I can't. I'm like trying to mimic, the rock stars playing. So Lenny's like, damn, man, I want to get a guitar. I'm going to get a guitar. So he ended up getting one. I don't know if y'all remember, Congress Pharmacy on 149th Street at Southern Boulevard.
Yeah.
So there was always this guitar, an acoustic guitar that was always on the window in the front that you could see. It was $30. I'll never forget this. It's like, damn, man, they saved the money. Yo, I'll never forget it, yo. So, with my moms and, and my stepfather also was like, nah, I want to get this guitar. So they helped them get it.
Yeah.
So once he got that guitar, we just started jamming, just me and Lenny. So, we have our cousin that lives upstairs that already had a band, La Batalla, that they will actually play bachata,
Right.
So, he told Lenny a few chords, bachata chords, the rhythm of bachata. And mind you, we raised also with, our culture, Dominican music,
Yeah,
bachata.
of course, bachata, yeah, of course.
So, me and Lenny just started, mimicking, copying the songs we would hear, Anthony Santos,
Like from the radio.
The radio, you know what I'm saying? We would back in the days also, we would when songs would come out on the radio, you put your tape in and press record.
Oh yeah, record, yeah.
Press record, like, okay, press record now. So we'll have tapes.
Yeah.
So we'll just rewind it, like we'll play the first 10 seconds.
Right.
All right, let's learn those first 10 seconds.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I
So
mean, with the
just be
bass.
like piece by piece, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So then, the crazy thing is, Lenny was always really good with the ear.
Yeah.
So like for me to play bass, I had to read the notes.
Yeah.
Cause that's how I learned
That's
how
how
to
you
play
learn.
bass.
Right,
Notes,
right.
yeah.
So there used to be like tones I couldn't get. I'm like, damn, what tone is like? What note is that?
Right.
And then Lenny would be like, let me see. He would grab the bass.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like, and he will find it. Dun, 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 dun,
he was just-
and then he will show me that it's
Right.
right here, it's right here. I was like, oh shit, okay,
Right,
boom.
okay.
So that's how we started. I'm
Yeah.
getting into bachata as far as us.
Okay.
So we started our own band from there, like, you know, our friends from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, in my school, in junior high school, 162, Ronnie, which was a musician, when we started, you know, a small band, we would play like in front of the grocery
Yeah.
stores,
Right, for little
supermarkets.
bodegas.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
bodegas. You know, we'll say La Banda Sueño,
Yeah.
El Bani.
El Bani, and all that. So, Los Teenagers, right when we started the Los Teenagers, that's when Ronnie was in Morris High School. I was in South Bronx High School, me and
Right.
Lenny. Ronnie went to Morris High School.
Right.
So, you know, we like jamming, and one day he just comes, yo, man, there's this kid, yo, that he was singing in the lunchroom.
Yeah.
Yo, he's nice, man. I want to bring him. I want to bring him to a rehearsal.
Yeah.
We was already rehearsing. We had a, you know, a small
Yeah,
band.
yeah, your crew, right?
Lo que
Yeah.
sea, you know, but we would just do covers.
Right.
You know, we didn't have no originals.
Right.
We just play all the Anthony Santos, Luis
La
Valga,
clásica. Mhm.
Raulín.
Right.
So I want to bring him. So, you know, Milen's like, yo, bring him.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, he went to Morris High School. We in South Bronx. That's
Right.
why we didn't know Romeo. So, okay, kind of find out. He comes through. This skinny tall kid with the hair, mad slick. Yo, that not for nothing. I remember we used to call him I don't know if you remember the Sprite commercials. The Johnny Bravo.
Oh, the Johnny Bravo. Yeah. With the
Tu
slick
sabes?
hair back.
Yeah, with the slick hair like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he comes with this kid, man, skinny and tall,
Yeah.
which is Anthony Romeo. So, Ronnie, that
Right.
was already in the band, like, yo, there's the kid I was telling you about that. Yo, he's great, man. I gotta hear him sing. So, okay, let's hear him sing then. So the first time that we met him, though, when he brought him, it wasn't in a practice
Right.
or rehearsal. He came to the building right there in Caldwell Avenue, 149 Caldwell, where we used to live, 555 Caldwell. So, you know, he comes in, we're in the hallway. We used to always jam in the hallways
Right.
of the building. And he starts singing. He was like, yo, like, what are you going to sing? So Romeo tells Lenny,
Yeah.
like, yo, you know, this song from Anthony Santos, like,
Yeah.
por mi timidez. So he starts singing the Anthony Santos songs, and we like, oh shit, espérate. Like,
Like,
yo,
let's get it.
I
It's
know.
not-
As soon as he started singing,
As
we
soon
like,
as you know right away.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, where.
It was just a different voice.
Cause
Yeah.
we had a singer already,
Yeah.
which was our older cousin, but he was more how you say you know, his voice was more like rugged. You know, he was saying like
hoarse,
more.
right? Yeah. It's like hoarse.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like
And
more.
his whole flow was just totally different.
Right.
You know, I don't wanna.
No, I
like
understand,
how you say. Like, you know, like the typical bachatero.
Right,
the singer
right.
we had already was like, you
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
loud and shit.
Right.
Like, you know, it was like good but loud.
Right.
And like funny and all this shit. So when we heard, you know, Romeo sing for the first time, he came like with this smooth, you know,
Yeah.
voice, high pitch, like.
Just natural. Like,
Yeah.
That people would be like, you know, I remember back then they used to be like, no, pero él canta como un pajarito. Like, you know, like, that high tone voice, whatever. But not for nothing, especially with the echo in the hallways.
Right.
Excuse me, pero
Yeah,
you know when you're in the
dope.
hallways and the
Well,
buildings in the Bronx,
Yeah, they're not soundproof.
that like
they're
echoes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no,
So this
echoes
nigga's
in the
like,
hallways
Right.
in the Bronx.
Yo.
he's like, yo, singing. Na, 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 na. I was like, oh snap! I was like, okay, let's try another song.
Right.
So we just kept doing, you know, that like the Anthony Santos songs, because
Yeah.
since day one, he was like, nah, nigga, Anthony Santos, why he's the best? That's who I listen
Well, he
to.
looked up to him.
He looked up to him.
Yeah, big time. So we're singing Corazón Culpable, all the Anthony Santos classics. You know, back in those days, it was in the streets.
Right,
también,
right.
Pegado.
Yeah, so that was in the hallway, right, of the building.
Yeah, in the hallway.
All right, so I like this because we're gonna come back to that later, you know, más tarde, but you know, so I'm gonna bring this scene back, you know. So once you guys heard it, you guys all gelled together like all the pieces that kind of like just really came together at that time then, right?
Yeah, no, but like right away where, like I said, then it was like, we're gonna see, you know, that's you know.
Oh,
and
it didn't come together right away.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's like mad funny, but that's who he is. Where
Right,
he's like,
right.
you know, probably like, nah, I'm not gonna, you know, bring him like, yeah, come, you know.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Hype him up like, yeah, you down? Come on, nigga, let's go.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Nah, you know what? We're gonna do an official rehearsal. That's what Lenny said. Like, now that we know you come to, cause man, we're in the hallway right now.
That's right.
Honestly, I'm just there watching. Lenny's there with the guitar,
Right.
and Romeo singing. There's only
Right.
us three.
Gotcha.
Like that first introduction.
Right.
Like, okay, Brown. Now we're gonna have our rehearsal this weekend. Damn, what was that spot called? Nelson. But then they changed it right there in Pontiac in front of PS5. We used to always rehearse. Hey, wow, man. It was next to, well, I can't remember the name right now, but it was a popular spot where bands used to rehearse.
Okay. Right.
Or
Off of 149? Off of 149?
Nah, it was on Jackson Avenue.
Oh, it was on Jackson.
Jackson Avenue
Oh.
and Pontiac. That
Up the hill. Yeah, I know that hill. Yeah, okay.
Jackson, Pontiac,
Yeah.
right there. It used to be Nelson's, the Nelson candy store, right in front of PS5 in the back. The elementary school PS5 is right there across the street.
Yeah.
So right there in Jackson Avenue, there were, you know, it was a hall where, you know, people would do baby showers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, rentals, right.
Or you rented like to rehearse.
Right.
So like, now we're gonna have our first rehearsal. You know, you gotta rehearse for the band. You know, with the live band.
Yeah.
So when we came and did the official rehearsal, that's when we like, oh snap! You know, we with the whole band now.
Yeah.
He's singing. I was like, oh snap! But then at that time we had our singer also.
Right. So what
That
you
was
told
Oscar.
him,
Oscar.
though,
Shout
that
out to
you had
Oscar. Shout out
tell
to
him.
Oscar. Oh yeah, child. So you don't even know, man. This is already starting off spicy right now, because nobody know this story. You know, only the people that were there.
Right.
But you know, the other singers there, so they taking turns singing.
Yeah.
In the first rehearsal, we trying out this new singer.
Right.
To sign, and you know, Oscar, he's like, como, okay, está bien. So when Romeo grabbed the mic and sing, everybody was like, oh shit, he actually sings better than our singer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
this guy sings good. And then I was like, you know, he was like mad, like quiet and humble.
Right.
Like, he would like hardly talk. Then you know our singer would sing the next song. The
old school bachata, you know.
Yeah,
you know.
The
old school bachata.
So, okay, ahora Anthony cante. Anthony was Anthony at that time. There was no Romeo.
Right.
I'm saying Romeo side, y'all can know who it is.
Hold on, later.
But they're like, hey, Anthony, que cante Anthony. So like, oh snap, man, like.
Damn.
So after that first rehearsal, you know, we're like, nah, you know what? That's when Lenny was like, nah, you good, man. And we like, you know, back then it was more like camaraderie with the band, where, you know, it was like we would always vote for anything, like, you know, just how like any rock group or any group, that was always like, yo, what do you think about this? You know, it wasn't like us, just one person speaks and now we're doing this.
Gotcha.
So like, yo, what do you think about this?
Y'all
Singer?
came to
We
an
put him
agreement.
down.
Right,
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yo, we put him down. Everybody was like, yeah.
Everybody was
yo,
unanimous decision.
Yeah,
at that
unanimous
point.
decision. Like, nah, let's put him down.
So
with the band, you're like,
Then
we figure it out. Even though we have the singer right now, but you know, like right away, we was like, nah, you know, the singer we had, Oscar, will sing these songs and let Anthony sing these songs. Like, you know, we'll
so
have,
was it
like
Aventura?
rotated.
Was Aventura formed right then and then? Once.
Oh, nah,
guys-
still nah,
okay.
yeah, like Henry's not in the picture.
Yeah,
yet
Henry's
at
not
all,
in.
not at all, nah.
All right. So
Because Henry went to Morris High School, but he already graduated.
Okay.
You know, Henry was, you know, he's like 2 years older
then you guys.
than Romeo, than us. You know, like, well, for me, I think he's 3 years older than me. But as far as like Lenny, you know, Lenny's my older brother,
Right.
so Henry's actually like a year older than.
Okay, so he's the oldest
Then
guy in the
Lenny,
group.
yeah,
then.
the
oldest in
Okay.
the group.
Right,
So you know,
right.
Henry wasn't in Morris High School to be around
Oh,
that,
I
so
see what
because
you're
that's
saying.
how we met Romeo.
Oh, okay,
You
so-
know, just by being in school.
Right,
Like,
of
yo, there's this
course,
kid
yeah.
in my high school, in my school that, you know,
Right.
who sings.
You guys were in the same group, the age group, right? And the same
Yeah.
connections and everything. So, how did Henry come along then, or is that too far off in the future?
I mean, not too far. It was like like a few weeks later.
Oh, it's just a few weeks later.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, well,
okay.
once we put you know, I was like, let's you're gonna be our singer.
Got
Romeo.
you. Okay.
But there's something where we was called Lotineyas already.
Right.
Lotineyas. So, but our singer, he was already like 30 years old.
Yeah, he was old.
Oscar was like a OG already.
Right.
You know, because
Singing with
he used to sing with he used to sing with another band.
Other bands, yeah.
Like they had the band La Batalla was the name of that band, and they would always play in Atlantic City every weekend.
Oh,
Fijo, they used to call it back in the days. Fijo.
Fijo.
Todos los sábados en esta discoteca.
Right.
Todos los viernes en este restaurante. So he was already doing his own thing with his own band.
His own crew.
It was us that was coming up. He was just down with us because you know he lived upstairs where we lived,
Right.
and he was family. He was family also. So you know, it came a point where it's like, you know, I'm gonna just let you do your thing. You know, it's like he felt it, like where,
Got you.
like damn, it's like that. I don't really fit in here.
Yeah.
So,
Like his job was done, basically. His job was done.
Yeah, so
it's not my scene.
like honestly, like you know, nobody kicked him out the band or nothing like that. Him himself, he was like,
he fell back himself.
Yeah, he fell back. Nah, I'm gonna let you do your thing, man. Like, you know. Well, that was a pleasure and all that. So we're like, okay, tato. So
And it was meant to be.
yeah, so right there, Anthony Romeo feels like damn, man, like he felt bad. Yo, he left because of me, man. Yo, man, I didn't want this to happen, man. Yo, man, I feel bad, yo. Like, yo, for real, nah, he ain't leave because of you like that. Nah, don't worry. Nah, man, I feel bad, man. Like, I want to like mess up your vibe,
Right.
You know, how your band and stuff.
Right.
But he was like, yo, I have a cousin though that he sings, but he also dances.
Oh yeah.
He's nice. He creates dances.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? He could really, you know, bring something, you know, to the table.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's how,
That's
you know,
how Henry was introduced.
So,
Okay.
yeah, like I'm a cousin.
Right.
And, you know, before, you know, that we learned this later, where they were already singing, you know, like from church.
Yeah.
They were singing, but besides church, they were always writing their songs.
Right. Okay.
And, you know, always perform like at family parties.
Right.
You know, Romeo and Henry doing
Right.
their own thing
Yeah,
before we met each other.
Right.
So that's why he brought him up like that. Like, nah, yo, let me bring my cousin, yo. Like, I'm telling you, man. And he's really nice with the dances. He could sing chorus. Because, you know, he felt, he was like, damn, man, I don't want to be alone here either.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Right.
And that's how he brought Henry in.
Got you.
So,
Okay.
you know, Henry came in like, you know, that was like easy where
Right.
we never had to do like, he had to rehearse or nothing. No, we had to
Right.
like see what's good. We just took, you know, Anthony's word for it.
Right.
But, you know, at that time, you know, when Anthony got in the group, you know, we had to get permission. Remember, we young, 15, 16 years
Yeah,
old.
From the
for your
parents,
yeah.
Yeah, oye, chacho, Rome.
That must have been un lío de entonces,
Yeah,
right?
oye, the moms, the mothers talking.
Yeah.
Mira, ¿es verdad que Anthony está cantando? Que pues él no está llegando a la casa, no está en la casa.
That bochinche. That
Yeah,
bochinche.
yeah, Romeo's mom calling my mom.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, like como, y es verdad que están ensayando y que está haciendo. No, sí.
Oh,
Mis hijos tienen un grupo ahí. Yo dejo que ellos hagan su
Canta,
cosa, tú sabes.
They're not in
Porque,
trouble, nothing.
Yeah.
No está buscando problemas.
sí,
nada.
eso es mejor que estar en la
la
calle.
calle, yeah.
Tú sabes, porque mis hijos no son tigres, mis hijos no son tigres de la
Esos no
calle.
son tigres.
Mis hijos no son tigres de la calle, no.
Bueno, ya lo
It's like
sabes.
where y'all grew up at. You got to think about it though. That's why the
Yeah.
parents
Well,
felt
yeah,
like
the
that.
South
You know,
Bronx.
it was like
The
that
90s.
that wasn't a way out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And y'all made it a way out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You really
you
think
made
about
it.
it.
Way out.
For real, now you already know that we grew up together. Mike right there, like
yeah.
we grew up in the same neighborhood,
Yeah.
3 blocks away.
I grew up in
Yeah,
that
Mike,
area
so-
too. I was in
Yeah.
Cowell, but I was in the Cowell on the other side of Cowell.
Oh, second Cowell.
Second Cowell. Well, you guys were up the block.
Yeah.
We called you up the block because you were up that steep block. I
Yeah,
was
the
up-
hill,
The
the
hill.
steep hill. See?
I was on the other side of the train station.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
but
that's
the
what I was
other
on.
side of the train station was crazy.
It was
también.
crazy. It was like-
honestly, it was more crazy than outside.
It was
in,
more
in a way.
crazy.
I mean,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
But went to 157. 150 PS 157 is on that side.
Yeah. Nah,
That's where I went to.
You already know where.
Yeah.
You know, anything
Yeah.
can happen outside where,
Yeah.
like, it was really, really crazy. So that's when my mom was like, you know what? Let them, if they vibing with the music,
Right.
I'd rather that than for them to be hanging out.
Right.
And anything can happen, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? They occupy with this,
Right.
you know, putting their
Yeah.
energy and time into this. So, they actually had to get permission. Not Henry, but Romeo. Anthony had to. It was like, nah, especially his father. His father came to the house, to my house, to talk with my mom.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. That's
be
crazy.
all you're like, hey. His pops, came through. ¿Y a dónde que tocan? ¿Hasta qué hora? Y you know, like asking questions, like,
oh, wow.
no, porque mi hijo no va a estar en un grupo y no va a estar al lado de delincuentes. Mi hijo no hace droga ni nada.
He was looking out for you, you know?
Then, my mom was like, no, mira. No, mis hijos, no. That's what I'm saying. My mama, mis hijos no son tigres de la calle, no. Son sanos. And then at that time, it was my stepfather that would always take us, and we would play like in a restaurant or even in front of the store.
Right.
Basically, we would play in front of the stores because my stepfather knew the owners of the bodegas, bodegas.
Right.
We never played in a spot where my stepfather didn't know the people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he used to work in the marqueta, so he would always do deliveries.
Right.
To all the bodegas, to the restaurants.
Right.
So my stepfather knew all those people. It was like, nah. So he would always take us, no, mira, tengo los muchachos, tienen su grupito ahí. So déjalo tocar. And mind you, it was always free.
Oh, okay.
Gratis. It was just like, no, vamos, like just to...
For propina, though, for tips.
My stepfather himself, he'll be like, una cajita.
Yeah, for little tips. Little.
Like, we'll finish a song.
Some like throw pesos in there, like the pesos.
Yeah, with his hat. He used to be with his hat. Denle algo a los muchachos. Denle algo a los muchachos. Denle algo. Yo, and they, I see the, not yo,
dope,
straight
man.
up and down.
That's
I see
cool,
with the
man.
tips, how you see like a 42nd Street and all that, like they throw tips on the train stations. They got the little box on my stepfather with a few songs. They'll clap. Denle algo a los muchachos. Denle algo a los muchachos.
Right.
And then, with all that money, we all split it equally.
Oh, that's dope, man.
We won the band, whatever. If we needed an instrument, we got to upgrade with this instrument. Or we need an amp. Because, remember, we didn't have that much equipment. Our first, the way the bass used to sound and the guitar was with a boom box.
Oh, yeah.
Like a boom box. You could plug in, the boom box used to have like a...
The quarter-inch cable.
Yeah, the quarter-inch cable.
Quarter-inch, yep.
So they had this spot in 3rd Avenue that was like a music store. So they had the double thing. Me and Lenny used to call it the double thing. It's like the quarter-inch cable, but then it has 2 plugins that you can plug 2.
Yeah.
Like, it's it has the one.
Yeah.
And one
outlet.
plug you can either hang or you can plug both of them.
Yeah, like one, but then like on the outside has 2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it will be the bass and the guitar. Me and Lenny plugged into there.
Right.
And then we'll have like another speaker for the mic.
I would say.
That's all we had,
Yeah, that's
and
it,
then
bro.
the tambora don't need no mic, the tambora, the guira. They don't need no
It's
mic
dope,
or
man.
nothing. So
Is there footage of that stuff? Of that? I would love to get my hands on some of that footage, man.
There's
There's got to be some camcorder footage somewhere.
Damn, and that's the thing, man. We from that era where there was no smartphones.
Yeah, there's got to be some footage of that.
But that was like the essence of how we came together. That's how we started.
That's how you guys. That's how you guys united, right?
United from there.
So I know you guys had like Generation X, right? But I think it was We Broke the Rules that was really put you guys on the map, right? Obsession.
Oh, nah,
right?
Yeah, definitely Obsession. But yeah, Generation X was I was in 12th grade. I'll never forget our first album. Because our dream was always like, damn, man, we just want to have our music in stores. So, Generation X was a big step because we was like 4 years playing everywhere for free.
Right. Yeah.
Like.
But you were honing your skills at the same time, though.
Yes,
you were sharpening your skills, right?
Yeah, it's like we really had to prove ourselves because we're the youngest bachata band out.
Plus, you guys are doing something that's different than contemporary or traditional bachata. You're doing more contemporary.
And at that time, probably the only young bachata group coming from the Bronx,
from New York, right? The Bronx, right?
Yes, definitely. I remember I would take like the album like before it was in stores because remember back in the days we had the CDs, but before they go out like to stores, you
get boxes of
we get the boxes. So I'm in school.
Right.
Like, yo, look, we got our CD.
Right.
I'm like, yo, but what's this? Like, it looks cool with this, but what's this bachata, whatever. But, some people were actually like liking it, like, oh, that's cool. Oh, Max got his band,
Right. That's dope.
So, but it didn't really, pop like that. Like, it was just...
De Cuando Volverás.
Like, yeah, the Cuando Volverás was... Not for nothing, a lot of people like that song, but then, like you said, where we came different. Remember, we did the English version.
Oh, yeah, you did the English version.
When will you come back?
Yeah.
When will you come back? I
Right.
mommy. So, that was like the first thing was like, yo, was this bachata in English?
Yeah.
But, it didn't really, we had like no label like that, no marketing.
Right,
It was
no
independent
traction,
company, yeah. But, shout out to Premium Latin Music.
Right.
I got to give big shout out to Premium Latin Music because they're the ones that really like believe. Like, I mean, for you to sign and to produce
Right.
those CDs, and back then, like, that cost money.
Yeah,
Like, you gotta invest.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all physical copies.
yeah,
It's not like
physical
everything is
copies.
digital now.
or
you
printed
know?
out.
That
Right.
was like the hardest thing like to
Yeah.
get for us back then. So just having that, we were happy,
Right.
even if it wasn't known yet.
Right.
And it was only it wasn't in all the stores. When Generation Next came out, it was like in the independent mom and pop
So
stores.
it's like select stores, right?
Yeah, in select
Okay.
stores. It wasn't in all the stores like that
Right.
either.
Oh,
But
wow.
it was like, yo, for us,
Yeah.
like,
It
yo,
was,
we
an
made it.
accomplishment. It was an accomplishment.
That was-
Yeah,
yeah,
you made it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
you know what I'm
Big
saying?
accomplishment.
We
Yeah.
made it. We made it.
Yeah, that was
So
big.
like, oh snap! So
Whether
and
it was in
then
the stores or not, y'all felt like, oh,
Yeah.
no, we did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
so right there, we playing in the local clubs now. In Third Avenue, Templo. I don't know if you remember Templo in Third Avenue.
The store? Templo?
Nah, the club.
Templo.
Templo. Oh yeah, chacho. That was. Oh, but then you mentioned Bani though. Bani on Southern Boulevard.
I seen y'all, like me going to the Bani to go get a pollo a la brasa, pollo carbón. I seen y'all performing, and I'm like, who else these guys? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo. So
So
it's like-
then it was like they were popping everywhere, you know?
Yeah, like locally, like
The only
from the
time
hood.
when I heard you guys, because when Obsession came out, I was 16. I was in 10th grade when it came out. And I seen Lenny, because Lenny pulled up to Koa, because he knew some of the guys that lived there. And he comes in and, it was like a Cadillac. Oh, it was some dope car. I was like, Joshua, man, these guys made it, bro. They big time. And I didn't know he was like 19 at the time. I thought he was older, you know?
Yeah.
Pero that's when everyone was talking. And well, in the group I was in, everybody was talking about, yo, who these young guys, Aventura? And then people were like, yo, that Obsession track is crazy, bro. They didn't talk about Cuando. I think all those tracks came, people found out later after Obsession.
Yeah, definitely.
They're like, oh, they went back and they heard it. Like, oh, these guys been good. They have been doing their thing for a while. It's just that this one got the most commercial airplay. You know?
And then Obsession is good that you mentioned that it se pegó in the hood,
Right.
como se pegó en la calle, como se dice, like it was more like when Obsession came out. It was like I think like 2002.
It was
right?
02. Yeah, it was 02. I was like,
2002. So
I was in high school at the time.
it was more like the high school.
Yeah, it was the
kids,
high
like,
school
where-
kids, yeah.
and the block.
Yeah, but it wasn't
the
just high
parties,
school. Yeah, it was everybody. It was.
So, because even Alex Sensation, shout out to Alex Sensation, where, we wasn't doing no promo on the radio, trying to get the
Right.
song on the radio at all.
Oh,
Like,
really?
we still like Matt Underground.
Right.
So, but it's so buzzing in the street.
Yeah.
That it's like, yo, that people was calling the radio station. Quiero escucharle las 5 de la mañana. They wasn't even calling it Obsession, yeah, requesting
5 de la
it.
mañana.
Las 5 de la mañana, las 5 de la mañana. Que canta el coro. La muchacha que canta el coro.
Right.
No es amor, las 5 de la mañana, las 5 de la mañana.
That was Judy.
Yeah,
Judy Santos.
Judy Santos, yeah. Shout out
Right.
to Judy
Judy,
Santos,
yeah.
chacho. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
man.
Judy
oh, my
Santos,
God, yo.
yeah.
Nah, God bless her. God bless her voice. Not for
Yeah,
nothing.
man.
Esa fue la voz. That was the voice.
That was the voice.
Like,
She
everybody
got,
was
she got
crazy,
females
yo.
interested.
That was her. The
Yeah,
hypnotizing
She said you was in
voice.
school with the CDs.
Right.
Everybody's like, oh, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? But when they heard Obsession with her voice,
Yeah.
the girls like, oh, playback.
Yeah.
Playback,
like, yo.
playback.
Yeah.
And that's how it became what it became in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man. Oh, yo, it was crazy. Yo, I used to be. We were still like around in the block. We were still. I'm
Yeah.
still in Cobo. Still, like
That's what I
we're
said.
still around through
I
there.
still see you guys there.
And
That's all
I
I
remember like the guys from the block. Oye, monstruo. Canta la canción. He was singing. Anthony,
Yeah.
Romeo. Una mañana. Otra vez.
Otra vez, una vez más.
I was like, loco, pero me estoy poniendo ronco. Ya no puedo. Like, no, tú sabes, mira, $100. Yo, straight up and down. Canta el monstruo. I was like, no,
bichotes.
loco, no. Cógelo. Like, you sure? Okay. We'll
Yeah,
take the
yeah.
100. Son las 5 de la mañana.
Wasn't Ronco no more.
It wasn't Ronco no more. Yo, no lie, yo.
Yeah.
That was, because, yo, we grew up around, good people, yo.
Yeah, that was good, man.
That really supported us and had our
Right.
back. Like, that's why, like our buzz really came, like, from our neighborhood,
Right.
like that whole area where,
Right.
los muchachos están tocando ahí.
Yeah.
The whole block would go. All those
Yeah.
blocks around the Colwell, Trinity,
Yeah.
Wales, ya tú sabes,
Yeah,
Union,
yeah, Union,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Union, like everybody will be like, yo, the fellas are over here, yo, let's go. So it will be like if you was having like a house party, but in a restaurant or in
Right,
a club,
right.
whatever, like the local clubs. We started opening up for other bachateros.
All right.
But no lie, everywhere we would like play, the whole hood would go to that spot.
they'll go support.
dope.
Yeah, they'll go
Yeah.
support. Vamos pa' allá. So that's how the movement really started. But
Okay.
Obsession was the one where,
That
like I
was-
said, Alex Sensation. Yo, but what's this song they talking
Yeah.
about? What's this? He, you know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah.
like big time La Mega.
Yeah, it's big time.
So he's like, well, I
That
gotta
was the
find out
home
who these kids are, yo, because they keep calling me for this song.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
he told us this story later on.
Right.
Like he had to, tell his boss, because, he's like, espérate, he has his
Right.
set that he plays. He's
Right.
like, but, they just can't play any songs like that, like
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
street, whatever. Like, he's like, what label is this? What
Right.
label? Like, who's their manager? He was like trying to get in contact with the manager,
Right.
promoter, whatever. So, that was a process. It was like, okay, Premium Latin was a brand new company.
Right, it's an
But
upstart.
at the same time, they were they first signed El Camarón, Elvis
Oh,
Martinez.
okay,
So
okay.
he had songs in La Mega.
Okay.
But they didn't know that Aventura was part because
Gotcha.
of
Right.
that company, because we had no promo at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That
right.
honestly, Franklin was like, nah, I'm gonna do this, but. Nah, I'm working on Camarón's project.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one thing at a time, motherfucker. Like,
I'm already all in over
yeah,
here.
I gotta wait, nigga. Keep doing promos. Like
Gotcha,
he would help
yeah.
us get in all the festivals, Connecticut, Boston.
That's dope.
Like
man.
playing for free,
Yeah, yeah.
yo. Straight up and down. He would just pay the transportation
Right.
and una dieta, like for us to eat.
Yeah, of course. So
That's it,
a
transportation.
stipend and something like
So
that.
eat, that's it. But like, nah, yo, grind.
Yeah.
I'm promoting El Camarón right now.
I
Elvis
see.
Martinez.
Right.
Shout out to Elvis Martinez, El Camarón, que to this day he's rocking Elvis Martinez, El Camarón. So, we have like a great foundation where, because everything was done like from the heart for real.
Right,
Like,
of course.
it
It
was
wasn't
your
like
passion, it was your
Yeah, it was your
the
passion,
passion
yeah.
where. So we just kept grinding, and Obsession was the one that really got us.
That was the home run to me, man.
The home run.
Right, it was the home run,
man,
right.
But
So
How long it took you guys actually you said you used to gig for free? How long it actually
Yeah.
took you guys to actually see
Start getting
see
money.
some kind of income?
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow, yo, that's a real good question, yo, because we were so used to playing for free that was like, no, vamos, like,
yeah,
It didn't matter.
Vamos a
It
seguir.
didn't matter.
Yeah.
It was in the blood. It was in the blood.
Still be getting paid.
Like you
for
probably
free.
when you got
I'm
paid,
like,
you knew you was getting paid.
for real, yo, like, yo, I think it's time to get paid, yo, right? Yeah, you think so, right? I think
yo,
we should
tengo
get
hambre,
paid, yo.
ya,
Yeah, man, yo, straight up and down, man, because. Our thing was like we just wanted to get known,
Right.
and at least get like that little respect as
Right.
far as like, yo, these guys are really bringing good music,
Right.
bringing something to the industry, representing bachata, representing good music.
Right.
Because we like you said, we came out with a different style.
Right.
Kids from the Bronx,
Right.
born and raised in the Bronx, doing bachata. That's never been seen before.
Yeah, now it's
and
the
we
first.
young.
Right.
And nowadays it's probably a little different when you see like young musicians and this and that. But back then that didn't exist.
Nah.
All the
Nah,
musicians,
I think you
used to
guys-
be OGs already.
You guys paved the way.
respected.
You
Yeah,
paved the
so,
way
like,
for a lot of those groups. Those groups that came.
So
Yeah, y'all made it normal for
You made it normal for those
any
groups,
bachata
right.
group to be like, oh, I want to do bachata. Let's
Right.
do it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and be young, because
Right.
they wouldn't like respect us.
Right. Because of your
Estos
age.
chamaquitos,
Right.
because of our age.
Right. But so I just want to fast forward a little bit because I know you guys made 5 studio albums, right? You had God Project, you had
Yeah, I think it was
couple of,
1066 with the live album with
with
KOB
KOB Live. So just fast forward. I know you guys have a bunch of hits, So the album 2009, that is your last studio album, Aventura studio album. Also the last on the label, right? If I'm correct.
Yeah, the last, yeah.
Right. So after the last, what happens after that? What happens after the last? What happens to Aventura then?
Bueno, yeah. It was a beautiful journey, right? So that's a good question. 2009.
Yeah, 2009.
The last album. And then just real quick with the last, it was I don't know, at that moment is where, everybody was how can I put it? Like, not thinking different, but we grow up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like
right.
everybody's got their plans. I had
Right.
my Max Music. I just started Max
Well, I was
Music,
gonna
signed
get
El
into-
Soprano.
Okay. So is that
So
when Max
everybody-
Music started?
Yeah, no, actually a little bit before. I was already
Oh.
doing Max Music. Like while we're doing the album, the last.
Okay.
I signed Soprano.
Okay.
And Dominican Republic. So everybody's like expanding on separate projects.
Oh,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
see,
Because
right.
all these years, it's like, remember, we have time off also.
Right,
Like after
right.
an album, after a tour,
Right.
we have time off.
Right.
So everybody's doing,
Oh,
different
gotcha.
ventures, doing
Right.
different things.
The off season, you guys are doing your own things,
Yeah,
right? Okay, I got
exactly,
you. All right.
exactly.
So you started Max Music around that time, around with the last, the recording of the last, right?
Like actually, like a year or two before that, because I remember I was doing a project with Toby Love also.
Okay,
That's
no,
why
shout
I
out
got
to
the
Toby,
song.
man.
Shout out to Toby Love.
Yeah, shout out to Toby.
We did the single "Wanna Make You Mine."
Okay.
That we performed in
I
the
know,
garden.
Madison Square Garden.
MSG,
Yeah, I saw that
the
one.
MSG,
Yeah.
the MSG.
Yeah.
So it was around that time that I'm starting to do the urban music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man. I want to do different stuff besides
Right.
Aventura, like I said, but in my time off.
Right.
And likewise, Lenny, Henry,
The guys are doing their own projects, right? They're
Yeah.
their own things on the side. So
recording music. But
Right.
then 2009, what really set the thing on 2009, right? 2009. Boom, we do the album. So we're like, okay, the last. But, Romeo always has a vision
Yeah.
and some, crazy way of thinking. He's like a director. Like,
right,
where-
it's got that vision, right?
yeah.
Right.
Like all around.
Right.
So like now the last,
Like
but
ahead of his time. He's too ahead of his
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
right.
But that really happened because like the label, it was time to renew the contract. So
Okay.
we like, yo, the contract gotta be different, yo. Like,
I
we
see. Yeah,
worldwide now.
Right.
This and that. So it's like it was
not
more
a-
like the negotiations was like
Right.
I wasn't kids anymore, you know.
It's not a rookie
Yeah.
contract anymore.
Yeah,
right,
exactly. It's
right.
not a roo- yeah, it's
right.
not- it's
It's
not a
not-
rookie
it's not a
contract.
rookie
Like y'all already
contract,
made it,
right.
at the beginning, y'all was willing to settle for whatever because y'all
Right.
was trying to
It's
make
hungry,
it.
right.
But after that, we did 5-6
yeah.
albums. That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do something different.
We've
you know?
already proven we could be
Yeah,
successful,
yeah,
right?
so-
Right.
It's like
So Max
nah.
Music.
It's like como, the remember you gotta renew a deal, so it's not going good as far as like what we deserve
Right.
or what we feel we deserve. Which
Of course, right.
we always reasonable or whatever,
Right.
and not to bash the company at all because
It's a
they've always
business.
been great to us.
Nah.
It's just like exactly
It's
you nailed it,
business.
business.
It's business,
Like
yeah.
damn man, so we agreed to disagree.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
gotcha.
Like, and to this day we're still cool.
Right.
With Franklin, everybody from Premium Latin.
Right.
The whole family.
Okay.
But besides that was where like I said, we was all venturing off.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the announcement came. Like we was on tour, I think was it in Venezuela, and us four sat down, me, Romeo, Henry,
Yeah.
Lenny, and we sitting down and was like, damn man, I think we're gonna have to just do our own thing, man, cause
Oh, wow.
one with the label, is not
Yeah.
really going. We're not locking in as far as a
Right.
no deal. And that's when Henry already had, his project coming out.
Right.
Not coming out, but he's recording his project.
He was
He had a
working on
band,
it.
He had
Yeah.
a band. that did
Yeah,
work.
so he actually besides his project, good thing, man.
had a band already.
The Hustle Hearts.
Rompe Corazón.
The Rompe Corazones,
Yeah. Okay,
Henry.
that was
Shout out
Henry's
to
band.
Henry.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Henry. Ese mi
Okay.
compadre.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to add too, like where there's, me personally, there's nothing wrong with that. Where him like, I've been recording my
Yeah.
songs, my music, and one day I want to bring it out.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, of course.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because even with me,
Right.
I was recording my
You
music.
always worked on your project.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying? That
exactly.
even though Like, no, he's doing hip hop
Yeah.
and English and all this. Like, but hey, man, that's my passion.
That's
I'm born and
your
raised in the
thing.
Bronx.
Yeah, you know.
I'm in the studio recording.
That's your
but,
thing.
you know, besides me, you know, I have a soprano. So my thing was like building a company like in Movimiento Urbano.
Right.
And DR, when I did the songs with Moza La Para.
Right.
And Milka La Más Dura. Big Mado, shout out to Big
Right.
Mado. SPK, one of the best producers.
Producers, yep, I know.
Like, hands down, one of the best producers. So I'm already, like, doing my own thing also.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So the only thing with Henry, with that, you know, when everybody, like, kind of, like, got on him, it was because he actually went on the radio and spoke about it. So it was
Right.
more, like, out there mainstream, like it got, like, commercial.
He made it public, yeah.
right.
Yeah, made it public.
Made it public, yeah.
He made
It was
it
behind the
public.
scenes, and he
Right.
made it public.
Yeah. So, and I feel like maybe he probably did it like too early.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
prematurely,
but,
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like it wasn't like wrong, like for
Right.
him,
Right.
you know, doing what he wanted
Right.
to do, because I was doing the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta understand, nobody knew what was next.
Yeah,
After
and then
that,
nobody
after
knows
that,
what-
bringing up, we separating, we going this way, nobody knows what's next. So you gotta
Right.
take advantage and make your future. You know what I'm saying? You
Of
gotta,
course, right.
Exactly.
So nobody knew that,
exactly.
you know.
I remember Henry got his hits also.
Yeah,
Aventura.
yeah, he does got his, yeah, he does
Aventura
have his
albums.
hits. Right.
And
right.
every album, Aventura, Henry, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All those songs, they classics.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo,
So-
of course, that only makes sense. But like, all right, do your album. Me, I'm doing my urbano music,
right.
signing artists. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Especially in DR.
Right.
Besides my music, but that's where, you know, everything really started. Like, as far as like, damn, what we're gonna do? Cause like the deal wasn't coming together
Gotcha.
to renew the deal.
Gotcha. Right.
So everybody's like, okay, damn, let me.
Yeah.
Let me focus on
Yeah, let
myself
me
for a
focus.
while.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
see what
yeah.
I'm gonna do. Yeah,
At
let me
this
focus
point,
on my
right.
thing. And so, you know, I just wanna like really make that clear where, you know, I didn't really like when people was coming at Henry like that, where,
Yeah.
oh, he broke up the group. He didn't break up the group.
All right.
He really didn't.
Right.
We was breaking up anyways,
Anyway,
regardless,
right.
in certain ways, because, you know, the deal wasn't falling into place.
It wasn't nobody's from the group's fault.
Yeah,
It was the deal's
so-
fault. It was the
Right.
deal's fault. You know?
Yeah, so all right, let's do our own thing. But us, like I said, when we had that meeting, us four,
Right.
was like, nah, yo, let's do our thing. Everybody.
So you guys
go
were
their way, do their
mutual.
thing.
It was all mutual.
Yes.
Right.
For
Okay.
sure,
Right,
man.
right.
Oye, because oye, right here.
Right.
¿Cómo
It's a
se llama
mutual
este
thing.
podcast? ¿Cómo se llama?
We don't have a name yet, pero estamos pensando.
I like that.
You know.
But we to the max.
Yeah.
The Eli to the max
Elijah
podcast.
Rodriguez.
Well, you just heard it
Podcast.
first. You
Eli,
just heard
yeah,
it first.
Elijah
you just
Rodriguez
heard it first.
podcast.
You just heard it first.
So tell me about Vena y The Element. Entonces.
Yes. Oh, so that's where yeah, Vena comes in, because we like okay, like damn, all right, I'm doing my urban music, but
Right.
Pero we known for bachata. You know, I can't just abandon bachata.
Of course
Me
not,
and you know
right.
me and Lenny.
Right.
So you know oh boy, yeah, Romeo does the deal with Sony. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
yo, you know, y'all all doing your thing. So
Right,
it's like,
right.
well, we're gonna hate on that deal. We're like, nah, yo, do your thing, Romeo.
Right.
So once he really did that deal, we're
Right.
like, oh snap. We're like,
It's
no,
for real.
It's for real.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
when reality really hit.
Right.
Like, damn, man, like, oh shit, where, yeah, like, you know, the contract didn't renew.
Right.
For Aventura, nothing. So, you know, everybody got to move on.
Yeah, of
so,
course,
like I
of
said,
course.
just how Henry want to do his thing, I want to do my thing. That Romeo's like, yo, I'm going to do my thing. And obviously, he's the lead singer.
Right.
You know, Aventura is like, of course.
Like he was the voice. So
Yeah,
it's
the
like, you know,
voice.
Why not? You know.
Right.
yeah, so, you know what I'm saying?
So,
So, you know, it's like blessings. Like, nah, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because behind the scenes, we already spoke about this, but the public doesn't know.
didn't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Right.
But, you know, Romeo told us, like, nah, I'm going to do this deal.
Right.
So it was like, all right, cool. But then, like, once it really came out, it was like, okay, damn, me and Lenny's like, now we got to keep going. What we going to do?
So did you guys know Steve Styles before? How did
We
he
know
come
him,
in?
bueno, more or less,
Right.
they were always, we were meeting in Boston Road. At this time, we was in Boston Road. Baby bro knows, baby bro. What was 169 Boston Road por ahí? Yeah. Boston Road.
Okay, so that's
So oye, Steve Styles lives down the block with or Danny D lives down the block, ¿verdad? One of the
They both used to live down
Yeah.
there.
down the block right there. So
That was their block.
That was their
That
block.
was their block over there. All right.
So the Aventura bus, when we do the shows, we'll always meet up right there in
Right.
Boston Road. So every time that will come through. Hey, yo, what's up, man? Yo, this and that. Yo, man, we love you guys. Yo, respect, whatever.
Right.
And then, that was the time when they had the what was that song? Was it Shorty?
Oh,
They
Shorty,
go,
Shorty,
you
yeah.
look so fine.
Yeah, I remember that.
Shorty.
You blowing my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yo,
I
so
remember
not
that
for
song.
nothing, yo. That shit was popping, yo.
It
Everybody
was
like,
popping.
I was like, oh, Aventura, watch your back.
Yeah.
Watch your back, Aventura. Yo, they coming for ya. So like, oh shit, who's these guys? Yo, like, oh shit, but
Yeah,
you know,
that's dope.
they always like showed us love. So like right away, you know, we was cool with them.
Yeah.
So we was always see them, talk with them, and this and that. So when you know everybody just went their own way.
Yeah.
We already had we knew Steve Styles.
Right.
So, but I don't know that situation like came like out of nowhere. Where
Right.
oh, that's what happened. That Extreme actually broke up around
Yeah.
that time.
Right.
They separated.
Yeah, they separated. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know exactly who it was because you know Lenny was that was more Lenny.
I know they had like a reality TV show.
The
on
reality
MTV
TV
Test.
show. Yeah,
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
shout out to
And
Extreme.
After that, they separated. They went their own ways, you know.
separated. But they cool.
He has some good
peoples,
songs
yo,
with
man.
Vanna, too,
Nah,
man.
they good people.
Yeah,
yo.
Vanna has some good songs.
Pero no, Steve Styles and Danny D.
Danny D. Yeah.
You know they mad cool. They from the Bronx also.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? So like when you from the Bronx to her and you like, there's always like that mutual respect. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Where tú sabes que uno no se pasa con el otro. With
Right,
some
yeah,
funny
yeah,
shit.
right.
And, you know.
Right.
So but that reality show that they had, that was dope. When I seen it, I'm like, oh shit, like you know, bachata's coming up.
Right.
Coming up,
Yeah,
yeah.
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like yo, we really
That wasn't a
in the game.
platform for Latin people at that
No,
time.
wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
No. But that's what I'm saying. With
yeah.
Aventura really paved the
So
way for a lot
that's
of that.
That's why it was
Yeah.
like, you know, we had like that respect for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There was never like no hate or whatever. Like
Right.
now they're doing that thing, you know, like
Right.
dime. You know, more for the culture,
Right,
bachata.
exactly. But Bachata Heights around that time. That's another group
Yeah,
that was
man.
good.
That,
you
that
know,
was, that was a good time. Yo,
Yeah, that was a really
bachata,
good
yo,
time.
especially New York, man.
I think it's
where-
making a comeback though. It's making a resurgence. You know, bachata because it kind of like faded away a little bit because
Yeah.
dembow came in, reggaeton came in. Because this is around the
A lot
time.
of new genres just stepped in.
A lot of new
Yeah.
genres. Because you remember at this time you had Gasolina with Daddy Yankee. Because this is old true también. So reggaeton was coming up. Don Omar and all those guys were coming up también.
And at that time, you know why? You know, you got to give it up to yourself in a way that there was no social media. There was no Spotify. There was no Amazon Music. There was no Apple
You
Music.
guys did it the
There was none of that.
old-fashioned
You know what I'm
way.
saying? So you guys actually sold albums, like albums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The
Like now,
old-fashioned way, yeah.
now
Right,
think about
right.
Aventura when y'all started. If y'all had all these platforms right now,
Yeah.
that would have been way more billions of streams. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
think about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah,
So-
ridiculous. You're right, man.
So it's a
shit,
different.
Yo, I ain't even, like,
it's
really
different.
think
You know what I'm
about that,
saying?
B.
Yeah, it's
Y'all
a
did it.
different-
Y'all did it raw, uncut.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Y'all ain't take no bridge. Y'all ain't crossed. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did it.
There was no cheating.
Organic.
Man. It was
Nah,
organic.
There was no way to cheat it.
Right.
You had to sell an album.
Right. You
know what I'm saying?
couldn't. You couldn't
And
fake that.
connect with the
connect.
people.
Right. You couldn't fake
Connect with the people because not from that 2009 was the last album.
the last album.
Yeah.
I think that's when.
So when I get
it
to that, it's 'cause
started.
a lot of other
Right.
artists came in with that platform. So
Right.
it was way easier for them.
Right.
And I mean, I can't talk bad about no other artists, but they didn't do as much damage as Aventura did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Without a platform.
Right.
So, you know, you got to big ups to Aventura. You know what I'm saying? Y'all came a long way. Y'all
yo.
paved the way for all these bachateros in the north. Out
Right.
here in the north, in the Bronx, y'all paved the way for these people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
the North. I mean, just worldwide too, también, because you guys, you know, Europe and DR, obviously, and Puerto Rico, everyone.
Yeah,
the
nah,
Caribbean,
man,
you know.
we-
So,
we
yeah,
represented,
definitely, yeah,
man.
you know what
definitely
it is when they
represented.
first started?
Yeah,
The closest
man,
to
you're
bachata
right.
was radio. Like, you know, Anthony Santos.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
That's all you hear bachata.
Right.
So people in the north was like, damn, well, bachata, boom,
Right.
from the Bronx to do it.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh, nah, that's us. That's
Yeah.
just no. So
Now that you mentioned that, Don Omar,
Omar.
because you know it's like so much, like to
Yeah,
say
it
this
is.
in one-
It's a
we-
lot.
We need a few
And
episodes.
we need like a bunch of episodes.
We need like
right.
a part two, but let's do this
But
part
let's-
one really good.
yeah,
'Cause-
so-
but Don Omar, remember we did the Ella y Yo,
Ella y
which
Yo, right.
is a classic to
Classic,
this day.
yeah, yeah.
I remember it went like super viral like a few
Yeah.
months ago. Or I did like Ella y Yo.
Yeah, I remember
Like,
that.
That when that song came out, there was no social media at all. That was MySpace.
MySpace,
MySpace.
there you
Go
go.
up and
Yeah,
down because
yeah.
that was like 2003, 2004.
Yeah, I was like,
There was no IG.
Yeah,
And
there was
MySpace
none
was
of
just-
that. There was none of that.
When IG came out, 2009, 2000, like the same.
2008,
When they got
2009.
popular, yeah.
Right? When they
Yeah.
got popular.
They got popular
like
later on.
2010,
It's at that
2011.
time,
Yeah.
like with Twitter
Yeah.
and IG almost came out almost at the same
Facebook.
time.
The
On
only thing was
Facebook.
Twitter. Twitter was out.
Yeah,
like,
Facebook was
and-
after like MySpace, really.
But it wasn't like popular.
It wasn't
like you
popular
said.
like that, though.
Yo, AJ, oh my God. But
AJ,
AJ took
yeah.
us.
To the next level,
Ooh,
right?
big time.
you
Yo, shout out to Don Omar, Don Omar.
Right. Because now you got Puerto Rico involved now.
Yeah,
You got
no, and
PR.
then what? He was
Yeah, it was
like the
big
biggest
time,
artist at
man.
the time.
And
Okay,
PR.
Daddy Yankee was, Gasolina. Shout out to Daddy Yankee.
Gasolina.
también.
At
Yeah.
that time, that was
That's
Daddy
our brother.
Yankee's competition. It was Don Omar versus Daddy Yankee.
right.
But
So
yo,
the
you
concerts
had
together.
at that time, you have to remember, you had just as much Daddy Yankee fans as Don Omar.
Yeah,
Like, for real, straight up
yeah.
and down. Be
Yeah.
like, no, sin relajo. People forget about Don Omar, yo. Like, but
Don
what?
Omar, yeah.
If you was in that time, porque Don Omar had the songs with sentimiento.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Pobre Diabla.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Tú
Yeah.
estás
No,
loco.
yeah.
Pobre Diabla was playing
When it
all,
came
all
to,
over, all over, and
Pobre
all the
Diabla,
cars,
yeah.
all the cars. Forget about it.
Don Omar was
And
like
the other
Aventura.
songs.
Yeah.
Consistency,
man.
consistency,
Right.
hit after
Nah,
hit
man,
after
Don
hit. Like
Omar.
there was nothing released if it wasn't a hit.
Yeah.
Just like Aventura. That's why Aventura is so legendary in the
Right.
Bronx because y'all never released a song that was not known, that nobody could hum or sing, or when they
Right,
drive
right.
into work in the
Yeah,
morning. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's what counts. That's the fans. You know what I'm saying? You guys
Right.
pulled in. You know what I'm saying? That they bought tickets.
Yeah, and Don Omar brought us like more mainstream to the commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause remember, like we was doing our thing, but
Right.
remember we're not with a major label like a Sony, Universal,
Right.
where it's like the budget is crazy and
Yeah.
you're gonna sound every way, even if people don't like your song, whatever, you're gonna sound or whatever. Like you're gonna have
Right.
that real chance and opportunity. You know what I'm saying? That's why they are great at what
Right.
they do.
Right.
So us, it was like almost step by step. Like little corners.
that was
you know
a
what
good
I'm saying?
time frame,
But
like-
Don Omar put us like in that spotlight, like for real.
The
like,
early
Don Omar.
mid 2000s, like the mid 2000s, 2005, 2006 was a
And
great.
he was so cool that he was like, "Yo, I'm going on tour." When he's like the biggest thing, like for real.
He was hot.
I want you to open up for my tour.
Oh,
Oye, Anthony, dile a Lenny y al loco. Que sí, yeah, that's it. Dime, that's what they call, oye, that's what, dime, ese es mi loco. Don Omar, shout out to Don William. Ese es mi loco. Es que tú eres un loco. Pero no, tú eres bueno. No, that's my brother, yo. That's why,
Yeah,
oye, Don Omar. So he's the one that really,
Yeah.
like, he put us to open up for his tour.
Oh,
I
that's
think it was the
dope,
King
man.
of Kings.
King of Kings tour.
King of Kings tour.
yeah.
Bang, and so remember he's bringing us to another crowd or whatever.
Right.
He's like, oh shit.
Basically
So-
a different market, a whole different
Yeah,
market. Like, here
yeah.
you go, boom.
Yeah.
So that helped us out like tremendously. You know, like,
Yeah.
as far as like getting out there and like more known.
That's
a
dope.
bigger crowd,
Like,
like,
more
you said, different
respected in the
market,
industry,
yeah,
you know
and
what I'm
more
saying?
respected.
Right,
yeah,
right,
like where
right.
oh shit, these guys. But damn man, I said, we're gonna need a part 2.
had
Yeah,
a
we
good-
definitely gonna need a
But,
part 2.
shout out to
a lot
Don
of good
Omar,
features,
man.
though. A lot of good
Yeah.
features with Aventura. You know, I think Akon.
Akon,
Yeah,
yeah,
Akon,
yeah.
Yandel.
Yeah.
Wisin Yandel,
Wisin
exactly.
Yandel.
And then
Yandel.
after that opened doors. That yo opened doors for
Yeah.
Aventura
Yeah,
to
man.
go to the next level.
Yep.
For me, that's what I
Yeah,
saw.
big
That's
time.
what I saw. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That was like a turning point really for Aventura.
Yeah, yo,
I mean, you
big
guys were
time,
already
big time.
groundbreaking, but this kind of took
It
you
made
to the
y'all
next
artists,
level.
not like
Right.
a group. You know what I'm saying? It made y'all
Yeah.
artists. You know
Like
what I'm saying?
solidified.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, yeah.
right. This solidified
Where
you
it's like,
guys.
damn man, like yo, one of the big dogs that's international, Pegado de Verdad, Don Omar,
Right.
King of Kings, like, oh, did a song with these guys, and then with bachata, which is
Right.
taking a risk. Bachateros, man, bachata never had that respect.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So like, nah, yo, that's why yo, I just got mad love for Don Omar, yo, because he was like, yo, come on, like,
Yeah.
vamos,
That's dope,
let's
man.
go.
So just to go back, actually, we're gonna fast forward.
Yeah, the fast forward was at Vanna, my bad, but I had to
No, no.
retract. I had to retract.
But even
With
like
that shit, it's like the
I
memories
know.
come back
Yo,
when we start
could-
talking.
We need more episodes. We definitely
real,
need more
for real.
episodes because each
We-
chapter in Aventura's career and your life as well, you know, that alone is an episode.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
multi-hour episode. You know, so I just wanted to bring it back to like the latest tour. The latest tour, you guys, Cerrando Ciclo, right?
Okay.
So I know you guys started off like, well, tell me about that. Like, how did that start off?
The Cerrando Ciclos, wow, it's crazy because honestly, it's like it came out of nowhere, yo.
Yeah.
Like it was something where
Unexpected.
So
unexpected, and I feel it was like a lot of unfinished unfinished business. But when I say unfinished business, not business money wise,
Right.
unfinished business like us, we didn't get to
Aventura.
finish our thing because we did our tour, the stadium tour, but then that's when the COVID hit.
COVID hit, yeah.
right, right.
and it's
The
set
COVID
everything
hit.
back. It set everything
Yeah,
back.
so
Right.
it's like, damn, we only did like 10, maybe like 12 shows, and we announced like 30, 40 shows,
All right.
and then we're doing these shows, and then the COVID hit.
Right. Yeah.
So and around, what was this, 2020 or
2020. Yeah. 2020. Yeah.
2020, and then it's like boom, that tour got canceled, this
Yeah.
and that. Romeo did his other album.
Right.
Everybody
Yeah.
went their way,
Right.
and then at this time,
Yeah. Inmortal, but the Inmortal came later.
yeah, Immortal came.
That was like a 21, 22, por ahí.
I think Immortal was Immortal was that tour, I think.
Was that?
Yeah.
Was
that
that
was
the
Immortal
stadium?
tour.
That was
that
the
was-
Immortal.
that was
yeah,
the
the
Immortal.
Immortal tour.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That we
That-
did the video and everything.
Ended
Yeah, I
in
know,
Miami.
the
Ended in,
Immortal.
we got to Miami. You had a couple shows in Miami. They were like, last show tonight.
Yeah.
It was just like that, you know?
No hay show. So we thinking it's gonna be like a week.
Right.
Or two de que no se va a tocar hoy, cerraron todo. And we're like, yo, what the heck are you talking about? And our road manager, Melfi, shout out to Melfi, ya tú sabes, la que me cuida.
So what I would like to get into now, Max, is, we've been working on a lot of projects together, right? So I think we did like 9 videos, something like 8 or 9 videos
Yeah,
together.
wow.
And so when we actually met on the Solo La Noche set. That was with Miguel and John Q.
Yeah, MJQ.
MJQ,
Yeah, shout out to
MJQ.
Miguel and John Q.
Shout out to Miguel and John Q, because I know
My brothers.
they
Holla.
were under your label at one point, if I got that
Yeah,
right.
Max Music. Yeah, how I mentioned earlier, I was
Right,
signing
right.
artists. Yes.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Max
Miguel and John
Music.
Q was signed on the Max Music. So we did. You were featured on that song, Solo La Noche. It was your song. You were featured on the song, and that's when
Yeah.
I met you. That's when I met Mike también. So I know you were telling me, like, actually Mike was telling me, like, yo, Eli, if you do a good job, man, shoot some of Max's videos. And then I was like, all right, cool, that's bet, because I've been shooting for a long time, and I've shot. You mentioned Toby earlier. I shout out to Toby Love. I've shot videos for Toby.
Multiple videos, yeah.
I've shot multiple videos for Toby, and I knew Toby since the Bronx. So definitely Toby's a good brother of mine. So, and then I actually shot, because he's in Christian music now. He's serving the Lord. So I actually shot his first Christian music video.
Oh, nice. I know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I shot that one. So I remember Mike, when I met you, Max, on the Solo La Noche set, Mike was like, yeah, man, you do a good job, shoot some of Max's videos. But he's like, you got to shoot my daughter's Sweet 16 first. I felt like that was a test.
Yeah, well, let me test this guy out.
Let me test this guy out real quick. I said, all right, that big.
shit.
So I go to his daughter's Sweet 16. I dress up nice. I'm here with the camera, and it came out dope. I think I did a good job with that.
No, definitely.
And
Not
then-
that, but
You know what it is? Max is like the boss man. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like like I make decisions, but
Right.
I can't make it unless he
Right,
tells
right,
me.
right, I get
so
it,
it was
yeah.
like you know how many video directors reach out to us.
Right.
So just Aventura name.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
he's like, yo, nah, I want to see what. So all right, yo, Eli, I want to show your work to
But the-
Max. You know what I'm saying? That's
like,
how it was.
the quality and all that, you know what I'm
just
saying?
the way I was editing. So
Yes.
the
It's
solo
all about the edit.
Right, it's all about the edit. I remember you
Yeah,
told me that
yeah.
one time. It was all, that's where the magic happens, the edit. You're right. That's where it happens.
Yeah.
So when I'm shooting, though, I'm editing already in my mind. So
You got the vision already.
I already got the vision.
That's
So because
dope.
I don't like to waste shots.
That's a real director, though.
So I already know
Facts.
how the video is gonna look. So Solo La Noche came out good. The Sweet 16 came out good, and then I think we did Contigo was after that. I think that was the next
Yes.
single that you had, the Contigo, and we did a bunch of videos after. Like we did Rockero, we did My Heart. I think you just reposted My Heart recently.
Oh, man, El Trueno.
Rockero.
What was that
Rockero.
next video?
Rockero was the next video, which I really like. So the way I didn't start off as a music video director. I started off as a screenwriter. That was my thing. I'm a film guy. I'm a movie guy. So that's why you see in the videos that we do, there's a lot of storylines to it.
But screenwriter
Yeah.
for like short films.
Yeah, short
pilots?
films. So I did shorts. I did a feature film too. Like in 2017, I did a feature film. It's actually on Amazon.
Got you.
It's on Amazon. It's called Crossroads, and I funded that myself. I did that myself, and it was like a 4-day shoot. You know, so I
Wow,
grabbed 4 kids.
okay.
I took them up to a cabin upstate New York, and we slept over for the weekend, and we shot the whole weekend there.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was like filming boot camp.
No,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that-
That was filming boot camp. So
not for nothing. That's why like since day one, you do have like more like a cinematic
right.
type of way of filming also, even
Right.
like with the edit, but even the way it looks
Right,
and
and
everything, the motions of the camera and everything.
I appreciate that,
But
man.
now that's why the videos be coming out hot.
Thank
for
you,
real,
man.
and original.
Right. I think that means a lot, man. So I came out as a screenwriter. That was my thing. Because when I was in high school, I don't know if you remember Whitestone Cinemas in the
Whitestone.
Bronx.
Oh yeah.
I used to work there.
definitely.
Right? I was in the concession stand.
Whitestone?
Whitestone, yeah. I was doing the popcorn. I was like 16 when Obsession came out. I was doing popcorn.
Obsession.
Obsession.
It's part of everybody's life.
Yeah,
yo.
with Obsession.
What
Obsession.
That was like the movie theater that we had to get away from. Like, we're gonna get out the hood.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
going to Bay Plaza. We're going to Whitestone.
No, Whitestone was the
thing.
funeral.
Yeah,
It was the, you know.
No, Whitestone was. Ya tú
Yeah.
sabes, oh, yeah.
That's why I worked there for a few years. So like on break, I would watch the movies. After work, I would go see the movies, you know, the whole film. So that's how when I was a kid, I used to watch films. But like that's when I really started learning about filmmaking. When I got a little older and I was working in the movie theater, you know. So I started screenwriting, and then I started shooting shorts from there. I had no like idea or any kind of like, you know, I didn't really want to get into music videos. Not that I didn't want to get into it. It wasn't my intention in the beginning. It wasn't. It was films. Movies was my thing.
It wasn't planned. It wasn't your
planned,
idea,
right?
yeah.
So I did film festivals. I got into a bunch of film festivals. Big Apple, New York Film Festival, Manhattan. So, and then I had this kid come up to me and say, "Hey man, do you shoot music videos?" But I was helping my boy at the time, GT Visions, Kareem Gladden, who helps DPs a lot of our videos that we do together. So they see me with him. They think that I shoot music videos too. I was just helping with the lighting, you know. I was being a production assistant, you know, pretty much.
But you could write movies.
But I was writing
videos
movies,
of Walk in
right?
the Park. You know what I'm saying?
So
Now you was looking out for your boy.
I was looking out for my boy, right.
Now that's what's up though.
So
yeah.
and then I got approached by some guys, some local artists, like, "Hey, do you shoot music videos?" Do I? I'm like, "Yeah, I shoot." So I at the time I didn't have a camera, so I borrowed my boy's camera. Then I started shooting. And that was like over 10 years ago. So as the years progressed, I got, you know, better and better and better. And then when you met me,
It got natural.
right, it got
for you,
natural. And it's just, you know, learning, and just watching a bunch of tape and film. And then my natural ability or the skill that I learned from screenwriting, I applied that to the music videos. Because I'm one of those guys, I like the old school, like, you know, like with the storylines.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
like Renee,
definitely.
remember
yeah.
Renee from Lost Boys or Hey Lover, you know.
Definitely,
you're a
definitely.
hip-hop
That,
guy,
not for
so-
nothing. That's what's missing nowadays, for
Right,
real. Like,
exactly.
You know, not to knock what's going on nowadays, but remember, it's like sometimes it gets
It's a lost
repetitive,
art. Yeah.
And you know,
I think it's a
sometimes they want
dying-
to work, you know, fast and this
Yeah.
and that, but you know, sometimes it's nice to have a storyline.
Yeah.
You know, bring like more like the cinematic,
Right.
you know, theater movie type vibe to a music video
Right,
because.
exactly.
You know, let's say if you have a project, you know, you're gonna do 4 videos, maybe 5 videos for that project. At least one of them has to be,
Yeah.
you know, more.
I think-
go more into it, like a storyline,
Right.
Something that you know really matters. That where people will be like, wow, man, I want to watch that video again.
Right.
That
Yeah,
video
yeah, yeah.
touched me in a
Right,
certain
right.
way.
It got to be
Right.
contagious. It got to be
Right,
contagious.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's
not
like if you
just,
was doing movies.
It's got to be memorable.
Not just
right.
like
a 4-minute
flashes.
video was light for you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
Exactly,
not
right.
just flashes, dancing. You know,
Right,
you
yeah,
know,
anybody, you know,
which is
anybody
cool,
can
like
do
I
that,
said,
right?
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It
But-
has its place, you know. It definitely has
Exactly,
its place.
but,
And I think
We can't leave those elements out or forget
right,
about them.
the art of storytelling, I think, needs to make a comeback, you know. That's just me
exactly,
personally,
yeah.
you know.
No, definitely.
So, especially in bachata too, también, because bachata has always been an art of storytelling, you know. So
Yeah, definitely.
when we got to La Verdad, which is, you know, doing great, and congratulations, number 2 in Dominican Republic.
Yes. Number 2
The number
in
2
DR,
song in
yes,
DR
yes.
right now.
Mundial right now.
Yeah.
Tendencias.
Right.
Yeah,
so
bachata, you know, like you said,
Right.
bachata's making a comeback.
it's making a comeback,
and
you know.
it's it's
No,
an
no.
honor to be part of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you helped out with that video because
Oh,
that
thank
video Hey, it's next level.
No, I
where
appreciate
we took our
that,
time
man.
with it.
Right. So there is a little storyline to it. So there is a part where I know a lot of people are like, damn, man, I can't believe she threw the bass in the pool.
Yo, that's like the most how you say the comments.
Yeah, that's
like what they mostly talk about.
No, not the bass.
the bass,
no,
debajo,
pero
no.
por qué, pero
¿Qué le pasa a ella?
Yo, people want that bass that she threw in the pool.
Max, dile que se
Yeah,
vaya,
no,
dile que se
no,
vaya.
Dije, damn, pero qué culpa tenía el bajo. Yeah, ¿qué culpa tenía el bajo? No. Oh
You know what's funny? The girl who threw that in the pool, her name is Penelope Lopez. I actually been working with her for a long time.
She's dope. She's
She's
dope.
super
Yeah.
dope. So she's an actress. Shout out to Penelope. She was actually with me like when I first started making short films. So it was just me, no crew, nothing. I just put a camera on the tripod. It was just me and her acting. So definitely,
Wow,
you know,
yo.
she's been with me for a while. So I definitely thought, you know, to throw her in. And she's been in the Toby video. She's, you know, a couple
Yeah,
of
nah,
videos.
she was mad cool.
She
Yo,
was
she was
super
like,
cool.
Are you sure?
She's
You
like,
sure?
yo,
You want me to
so-
throw it? Are you sure? I'm like, yo, we're doing a novela. We're doing a movie right
You
now.
know, the-
We have to make this feel felt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
you gotta make it legit, man. So the first
Let's
thing
go.
is, when I wrote the shot list for that, when I wrote the treatment for the La Verdad video, I actually had her breaking the bass against the ground. Like she was gonna take it and smash it against the ground. But I was like,
Like a rock star.
you know what? That could cause, like, you know, somebody get hit in the face with some debris or something. I mean, there's ways we could cheat it, but
it was like,
I
like
was
maybe like a little too much.
it was a little bit too
where-
much, yeah. And then we couldn't use the bajo anymore, the bass
Yeah,
anymore.
and then the bass will really
It
be
would be-
damaged.
it would really be damaged.
Así no.
So when we got to the set, I noticed, you know, there was a pool there. So I just changed. I was like, you know what? Let's just throw it in the pool. But then I was like, damn, who's gonna get it after we throw? Because we did it like
No,
3 or
the
4
bass, that shit
times.
was like a jet ski. That shit was
Yeah.
floating.
But one of the guys, shout out to Chip.
Chip.
He was one of the production assistants
dove
on the
in?
set. He was like, yo,
Okay.
I got a bathing suit. And I'm like, yo,
what?
how'd
He
you
came
get a
ready.
bathing
Oh,
suit?
shit. Oh,
I was like,
He came ready.
He was like, yo.
He came ready for
yeah.
whatever.
I was like, you just pack a bathing suit with you? He was like, yeah. You just never know.
You said you
snap.
probably said send me the address.
Yeah.
You said the address. She got a pool. You said they gotta bring him a bathing suit.
Yo, for
So
real.
he jumped in like 3 times. The owner of the house was like, yo, can he swim?
Oh yeah, like I don't want to get in trouble,
I was
yo.
like, I don't know.
Like,
No,
that's a risk right there.
yeah.
No, but it all worked out. It was a great video, man. It was a great video shoot. The video's doing very well.
video, dope location.
Yeah,
yeah,
dope
man.
location. It was great.
2.7. I think we got 2.7 million views right
Yeah,
now.
2.7 and
Organic,
counting,
you know what I'm saying?
and counting. You know, it was a great song. It's really, you're getting a lot of great comment, great feedback from the song. You know,
Yeah, no, man. Yo, thanks
A
to
lot
all
of
the fans,
unexpected
yo, but
comments. Unexpected
Yeah.
comments. And I say that in a way that you know, a lot of people from your past, you know, a lot of people doubt you, but they don't know who you really are inside. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying, you got a big heart. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you wear it on your sleeve. So people don't understand that sometimes, you know what I mean? But to be honest, you know what I'm saying, like I said, there's in the group, when it comes to Aventura, you know, there's Romeo. And you know, where I see it, my opinion, Max is the next one up, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
he's always been an artist,
Right.
solo.
Right.
When Aventura was a group or when there wasn't a group, he always been that artist, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Always focused on his music, you know?
Right.
So that's why, you know, like,
Plus, you have talent in multiple genres, not just bachata. You know, you do rap too, and you're an actual musician,
yes,
where you
yes.
actually read notes and, you know, play an instrument, like legit play an instrument. You're not just there. You know,
Yeah, no,
you know?
exactly. That's
You
why,
know?
you know, with this new single, La Verdad, the video, you know, you're talking about is like, it's the first time I really, you know, gave the fans what they've been asking for.
what they've been waiting for.
Right, exactly.
Been waiting for, where it's like, okay, you know, you're doing your rap thing, your hip hop,
Right.
you know, música urbana, but it's like, and then remember, most of it we used to be in English, because, you know, I'm born and raised in the Bronx.
Yeah, of course.
I'm very passionate, you know, about my writing, rapping in English. I'm like, damn, man, let me give the fans what they've been
Yeah,
asking for, what they
yeah.
want, you know? So I'm like, let me do a bachata and all in Spanish.
Yeah.
Vamos a
And
hacerlo.
look what happened, man.
It's like the
And
fan base
right
always
away
been
it's
there,
like-
Yeah.
but the acceptance of this is what you're
Yeah.
supposed to be doing,
Right.
you know what I'm
They were
saying?
like,
And
oh.
they took it
Yeah, they used to
easy, you know?
write to me
Right.
all the time. Max, pero no entiendo inglés, pero ¿qué tú dices? Te apoyamos,
Yeah.
pero no puedes ser en español.
Right.
Like, habla en español, una bachata, this and that. So I'm
Right.
like,
But
you
you
know
got
what?
some
This time
fans.
around, you know, after cerrando ciclos,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, let me give the fans what they've been asking for, waiting for.
Right.
Una bachata en español ahí, boom. and
That took off.
number
man.
2 in DR. You
Number
already
2 in
know.
DR, but-
Almost
Then
3
you-
million views, organic,
Yep.
and you on YouTube. So
Yeah.
you know, it's a blessing. You know, I'm proud of the whole team.
Right.
You know, proud of myself. ¿Me entiendes? Where I wasn't really expecting this.
Right.
The
De verdad,
feedback.
de verdad,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
feedback.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, let's see, but you know, it's a great feeling, you know, and I
Yeah.
just want to keep it going, and you know,
Definitely.
we're here to the max.
Definitely shout out, to your fans, the fan base, man. They always, I feel like they're gonna support you, man. They're there,
It was like 2 weeks ago. We went to a school, did a fundraiser for a
Oh, yeah,
school,
that's right.
360
Yeah.
kids.
Right. That's right.
And he was telling me, like, walking in there, he's like, yo, I'm a little nervous. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nervous? Just do concerts for 60, 80. MetLife Stadium, 96,000
Yeah.
people, a record. They broke a record at MetLife Stadium. Aventura, 96,000 people. They don't even fit in that stadium.
Yeah, there's overcapacity.
It's just because
bro.
of the fact that the football field was made into seats.
Yeah.
So that's why it was so many, you know what I'm saying? The double
Right.
the. But he's telling me, yo, I'm nervous. I'm like, you gotta be nervous. It's you. It's natural.
Yeah,
Because you know what I'm saying? I always looked at him as
Right.
an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, not as a musician, as an artist.
Right.
Because I've been working with him for what 20 years now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just to touch base on this, I know me and Max have been talking about. So I think that your story should be told, like
Oh,
in
I
a,
agree.
in a film format, like in a biographical series, docu-series format, and
That's big. That's big.
and I think that's gonna be. I think that should be the next step, and I think it should be told in a way that you want to tell it, your story, And what I'm thinking about is, we'll get together and we'll sit down and, like I said, like earlier, where you and Lenny met Romeo, that scene. I think we need to recreate
Yeah.
some scenes there, and really put some other elements to it, and try to get it off the ground and really get a series out of it,
Yeah, I mean, Fernanda, is very interesting. Right now, you got my mind like racing right now. Like, it's something where
And I think a
You
lot
know,
of fans would,
yeah,
would,
like,
would,
you know,
would like that.
it's naturally like to think about that. Because, remember, like, there's a lot of documentaries, a lot of people that,
And it's
Right.
well overdue already. Like the
I
fans.
done
Like,
that, and a lot of fans always ask about that when, let's say, a series comes out on Netflix or a movie. Like, damn, but what about your movie or
Aventura.
your documentary? So, sometimes it
Right.
does cross my mind, but now that you mentioned that right now, it's like you have a really good point because, Demon, when are we gonna do it? Like,
A
it's
groundbreaking.
like eventually
happen.
it has
It's
to
like,
happen, but it's like, when is yours gonna happen? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
yeah, and then not for nothing, you already know. I'm the one with the real stories,
Exactly,
the
right.
demon.
Right.
It's like people don't really know me. They don't know the behind the scenes.
Right.
Or they may think they know me, but it'll be good like to show that side, like what we was talking about when we started.
Right, exactly.
There's interview where there's a lot of things that people don't know.
Yeah,
Like the
exactly,
real
right.
Max, the real Max agenda, where it's been ups and downs, but at the end of the day,
Right.
I've done a lot of, ¿cómo se dice en español? Como yo he aportado a este género,
The
bachata,
community, the
Support it,
generation,
yeah.
everything.
you
yeah.
know,
Right. It's not just it's bigger than music,
yeah, where
Like,
it's like tú sabes, it's like como not difficult, but it's kind of like weird, when you say, oh, I've done this, I've done this,
Right,
I've done this,
right.
I've done this.
You're not a
but-
bragger. You don't brag about
Yeah,
it.
it's
right,
like I feel
Like,
funny.
if you saw it, you
yeah,
saw
but-
it. If you didn't see it, hey, talk what you want to talk. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's how it
Yeah.
is, nowadays when it comes to
Right.
social media.
But I feel that's why I still have that support from fans
Yeah.
in general,
Yeah,
from
for
people,
sure.
and, where I could walk still in the Bronx, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Really anywhere, and
Right.
not have problems
Right.
with no one, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like nobody, tú sabes,
So,
yo nunca le he hecho daño a nadie así where, I'm always that humble person from the Bronx that
Right.
came up from the Bronx and always positive. If I could give back, I give back.
Right.
Always give my time to the fans. A fan asks me for a picture or whatever. Hey,
humble.
la
Right.
photo. Yeah, like,
very humble. Yeah.
the fans that really know
Ground-
me.
down to
like,
earth,
And he's
humble.
more of a
yeah,
family
where-
man. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a, after the
Where,
tour finish,
right.
he's stuck on the, with the
Yeah.
family,
Yeah,
the
of course.
business.
And at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. So
Yeah. So, but
we all have our flaws and
Right,
stuff
of
like
course.
that. But
Ups,
course.
ups and downs.
ups
Oh,
and downs.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's all love, and I appreciate it. I don't take nothing personal either when
Right.
things happen or people say stuff. I'm like, hey,
Right.
Just
That's
everybody's
what we
entitled to
hear,
their
man.
opinions. Everybody's entitled to their opinions.
That's what
you know?
we hear, and this industry, this anything, whatever you do, especially when you're in that spotlight, it's not for the weak.
Right, it's not-
That-
they're not for
you know what I'm
the
saying?
weak,
That's
right.
why I say los soldados no se rinden. That's my slogan. Los soldados no se rinden. You already know.
Right.
Let's get it to the max.
So yeah, I guess we'll end it here. And I think
No, part one.
Part one.
Right?
We're gonna end
No, I was
part
about
one
to
here.
say that. We
Because we
need
have-
another episode, yo.
because
We
we
really
want to
do.
dive deeper into some other topics. Definitely.
I think we should let the fans decide.
let the fans decide what they want to
That's
hear.
a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, let the fans decide.
When you post this,
Yeah, when this comes out, we're gonna let the fans decide. Comment.
like what we left out.
Instagram,
what would you
DM.
like for us to, talk about, touch on?
Let us know if
We can continue wherever you want us to continue from, basically.
So till next time, then. All right,
A lot of
guys?
years in the game, right?
Till next time.
Till next.
To the max.
A lot of years in the game,
A lot
brother.
of years. 25 and
And
counting.
We got another 30 to go, so we still here.
That's-
Let's get it. Peace.